is circulating. Spider-Man's going old school. Reed Richards is stepping up as the next Avenger, and multiverse is shifting fast. From X-Men anniversaries to DC drops, Comic-Con chaos, and massive movie moves. This is everything you need to know right now. Let's dive in today on Fundamentals.
Oh, this is like the worst time to get something in my eye. I am so sorry. I got the rogue eyelash. We're good. We're good. Welcome.
So, I know we have a lot today in Educated Witch, which is insane. But as
hmm
always, let's go ahead and kick us off with some Marvel.
Let's go.
So, Spider-Man's hitting the streets again, and Tom Holland says it feels like the early days.
hmm Yeah. I got like super excited when I read this that like Tom Holland said he was going back to the old school days pre-COVID. Like, during COVID they had to kind of like worry about how they were taping movies, but
Mm-hmm.
now they're going old school as in they're filming on location. Um, so that a lot of scary things come with that as well, because then you're worrying about people getting set photos when you're not wanting them to
Right.
get set photos. So you have to be like careful about that kind of stuff. But I'm excited for that because it's like it gets that realism,
Oh yeah.
that practical effect, if you will, that we so do enjoy.
Well, you got to think too, and maybe I'm wrong, but like from an actor standpoint too, it's got to feel a lot better when you can actually visualize things a lot better and feel more in the moment when whatever you're acting for, instead of
Yeah,
like being on stage in a room that's covered with green screen or blue screen.
absolutely. Yeah, it brings it to life. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's been 25 years since X-Men changed the superhero cinema and really kind of really set the platform for what we have evolved to today.
Yeah.
But
This is actually the movie that got me to become a nerd, or kind of like really opened my eyes to the fact that I was a nerd. I know a lot of people have beef with it, but it
yeah.
was the movie that I did grow up with that I was like, I want to be Storm when I grow up. And I really enjoyed the franchise.
Oh yeah.
Well, one and
Mostly.
two.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I still really did enjoy it, and I
Yeah.
can't believe it's been 25 years, since it came out. I remember my dad just like sitting me down and us looking at our like very out of the like wall television, right? Because they all
Mhm. Yeah,
because they all
yeah.
had like a big butt.
Big old box.
Um, so I remember like sitting down on one of those and just like I just like staring at it like this because I was like on the floor and it was.
Right.
Because it was in like some type of cabinet. I don't even remember what was all around it, but I remember it starting with like Professor Xavier's like voice talking
Mhm. Going through the
and talking
DNA
about
strands
mutants.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was just like, this is amazing.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I have no idea what I'm about to watch, and I didn't know anything, at this point. I did play a couple of. I did have a X-Men game, X-Men Apocalypse. I think it was the name of the PlayStation 2
Oh yeah.
game. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This, we can all say our things and point out the flaws about it. But back in the day, when that's all you had and you didn't have something to compare it to, like the MCU now, it was amazing. I mean, we absolutely
Yeah.
loved it. Was there certain things we nitpicked? Yeah, I mean, such as their Matrix inspired black leather costumes, outfits. But like I said, in that moment, we were just happy to have that, and yeah, it's still a very important foundation block for where we are now in cinema with superhero movies. I think I've shared it on here before, but literally the first X-Men movie, one of the theaters, is a memory that I will never forget. And it was me and my dad actually went to go see it, and we were sharing one of those giant cups of sodas, and he told me, he's like, hey, when you
Oh, you
grab this
squeezed it.
soda, well, no, I didn't. He goes, when you grab this drink, grab it with both hands, because if you try to squeeze it, that lid will pop off and you'll end up spilling it all over yourself. I'm like, oh, okay,
Mm.
got you, no problem. Two hands, drink, sit back down. What does he do? He goes and grabs it, picks it up with one hand. 2 minutes before the movie starts, lid claps and it dumps in my lap. And he literally is like, I am so sorry. I was like, you didn't use two hands. And
It's the two-hand
so,
rule.
yeah, he's like, well, we can go leave and go change clothes and we can catch the later show. I said, no, I've been waiting for this for too long. So I sat there and watched the whole first X-Men movie with wet pants. I was
Oh
that
my God.
dedicated. I was not getting up.
Well, and it must have been actual, like, because it was soda, so it was probably a little bit sticky
Oh
towards the
yeah,
end too,
yeah,
like
yeah.
like on your skin. Oh man.
Yeah, and it was like I can't remember. I don't know. They keep it kind of cool in the theaters or whatever, so it's not like it dried by the time the end of the movie was done. It was still wet and cold.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
And
I'll never forget.
even when it does dry, it still feels like wet. It,
Right.
because it's like not that cold. But like for me, I remember seeing, I think it was number three in theaters because
Hmm.
um my sister and I, we grabbed our mom's eyeliner and put like three lines on our face for the
Oh
claw
yeah,
three, the
yeah.
Wolverine three,
Nice,
like, and we
nice.
put
Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
so yeah, that's me.
She said that was a thing.
That was a thing that I
That
did.
dedication's been there since a long time.
Apparently.
But we got some more sneak peeks, little clips and trailers that Marvel's been dropping for the most anticipated reboot. There's been so much hype, and I feel like almost every other day something new has been dropping. But we have what, 4 clips in the past week and a half, I think, that has dropped out.
I think it's about five at this time.
Yeah,
Fantastic Four is just like straight up,
bam, bam, bam.
yeah, I mean, from like, because we didn't do our episode last week, we had like two from there, and then we had like
Mm,
three come out this week, and that's not even talking about like the makings of Fantastic Four,
right.
where they have those like little clips and you get little bits and pieces more. Um, yeah, I've been really enjoying these. Like, how have you been feeling about,
So,
these
so
clips?
I've enjoyed them, and I'm never not gonna watch them. But at the same time, I'm like, I feel like the week before a movie drops, there's always so much that's released, and like I said, I don't have enough discipline to not watch them. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I wish they wouldn't. So it's not that much more of the movie I've already seen, because I feel like they
Yeah,
start
yeah,
really doing it hot and heavy. And it's like, okay, I
yeah,
feel like we've seen 40% of the movie now, which obviously we haven't. But
yeah. I think at this point, like the favorite one that that I saw recently is the "What time is it?" where like they kept on asking, Ben, like, "What time is it? What time is it?" And he's like,
yeah.
"It's time to get your movie tickets because our tickets are on sale." I was like, "Oh my God, that's great. That's great." I really
Yeah.
did enjoy that though.
Yeah, so pre-sales are doing pretty good from what I read.
Hmm.
I think they're at 33 million in pre-sales.
Okay.
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
be
no, I
wrong.
know that it's like supposed to be like a 5 day like type weekend or whatever, and
Hmm.
that is right now leading the pre-sales.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
yeah, and I may be off that number, but whatever it is, I know it's doing fairly decent in pre-sales
Hmm.
compared to what pre-sales normally do
Yeah.
for everywhere. But as we know, John Malkovich was cast. We've seen him in the first trailer, and now he's cut.
Yeah.
So I wonder what happened to Red Ghost in Fantastic Four.
Well, so the director was saying that it was like super unfortunate and he did it with like a heavy heart that
Hmm.
he cut John Malkovich's character. And it's not because John Malkovich didn't do good, because we all know
Right.
he's a phenomenal
Oh
actor.
yeah.
he was just like it just didn't fit in with the movie the way that we wanted it to. So they cut his
Yeah.
part out, and and I was like, okay, because last week they had some type of release and John Malkovich's name was in it. We were going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And now this week he straight up was like, nope.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, and I think they decided to do that when they did the very, very first like private pre-screenings.
Mm,
It was like I think he was saying it was like almost just too much, and that's why
hmm
it didn't fit.
Okay.
I think it would lead. I think it would lead to like because I feel like they have so much going on in this, and we're going to see like flashbacks. I think it would
Hmm.
probably just be too much to literally try to figure out by people who
I
maybe
mean,
are not the diehard fans.
yeah, we do have like a lot going on in this movie already. And if they want to focus on the fact that it's after they already got their powers and they want to focus
Right.
on Silver Surfer, and we know we're going to have Mole Man and we know we're going to have Galactus, and I'm
You
like,
know,
that's a lot. Like
it's a
that's
lot.
already a lot. So adding more people, more characters, more diversity would make it take away from other things, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Right.
So I would be hesitant to say that I wouldn't have. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know,
It
but
it's, it still sucks
I'm
like a
looking
name
forward
like
to it.
him being cut out because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm yeah.
No, I mean we were talking about it this weekend that John Malkovich's character, he has a character, a main character in this movie called Opus, which
Yeah,
is an
that's literally what
A24.
I was thinking about saying, but like I don't know, but yeah, that's a wild movie.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
I love John Malkovich. I also like him in you ever watch Red with Bruce Willis and Helen Mirren? I think it's Helen Mirren.
Once. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty good. That's got a stat cast in it.
Yeah, it does. I watched it once. I There is a Red too.
Yeah, there is a Red too. Mhm.
And I don't really remember anything about that. And it's been years. Like I watched it not in theaters, but probably shortly after it came out of
Mhm.
theaters, and then I just never rewatched it after that. Yeah, I guess it's something that I have to rewatch because I totally don't remember anything about that movie other than that they were like retired people that were now getting
Yeah.
back into action kind of thing.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I want to say that like they were like retired people, if I remember correctly, and maybe like someone was coming after them, trying to kill them off, so they had team back up to just try to survive and stop the person that was killing them off. It was
Cameron
a it
over
was
here is saying that Red was good, but he put in Jonah Hex. Like, we know how we all feel about Jonah Hex. Ah.
we typically try not to mention that title. I think Josh Brolin wishes we would all forget that.
He's Thanos. What are you talking about? He just snapped it out.
Right, right,
Yeah, it never existed.
right.
This is not the movie you were looking for. Sorry.
So Fantastic Four's Pedro Pascal isn't just Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four anymore. Apparently, he is stepping into the Avengers leadership. Is this
Hmm.
the future of Marvel? How do we feel about this? How do you think Sam would feel about this, actually?
So, I think that like Sam's gonna have his own team, and now we also think that, or we know kind of since Thunderbolts, right, the new Avengers, that
Mm-hmm.
Yelena is gonna have her own team. So now we're gonna have another team of the lead Avengers. Or do you think that Sam would be underneath Reed Richards? Because I don't foresee that as a thing. I feel like that would
I don't
be
either.
if.
I don't know. I would like to think that maybe he's just going to lead them in these two Avenger films.
Hmm.
Maybe, and I think maybe it's because obviously him being like smartest person or whatever. Maybe that's why I'm not. I'm hoping that's not going to be like the new. I wouldn't think it'd be the new leader of the Avengers from here on out. I think
No,
like
no, no.
maybe these two films. I think Sam should. He better still have a leadership. From the Avengers group that he copyrighted the name for. Because I mean he obviously feels strongly about it. Um, but yeah, I would like to see maybe like maybe Reed leads it when all the groups get together, just for like in a moment in film.
Hmm.
I don't want to see him lead and be the leader of the new Avenger films from here on out. So I don't know.
Yeah. And exactly what like Jamie said in the comments is that Reed does have more experience, but like not sure about like how that would be. Like yeah,
Uh,
he does have.
I don't
I
think
mean,
he's got
like
more
he does have.
experience. Sam been around for a minute working with the
Yeah,
team.
but working, yes, but leading,
Hmm.
not
Well, I feel like
really.
that's not really fair. This man is leading his family, really. Okay,
Look,
like
look.
it's his
They
family. It's not like he put together this team and has all this experience. It's just so happenly his brother-in-law and his wife is like a major part of his team,
And his best
and his
friend.
his
Yeah,
best
yeah.
friend who's like a brother. So
Yeah, I mean, and okay, like you can call it that, but this isn't, what is that? The Fast X franchise or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Family.
yeah.
At any point in time they could just like split up and they don't have to be a part of a team. Um, I don't know.
I don't
Like
know.
I do think that because he is that leader though. Like
Hmm.
I don't know. I want to see if they do anything with like um the Council of Reeds.
Yeah. Before we go on to the next subject, I will mention because this kind of ties in with Fantastic Four. We're getting a lot of reports on people. Everybody's seen it 2 or 3 days ago. Like a lot of the scoopers and YouTubers and stuff that got invited to pre-screen it.
Hmm.
So I'm hearing like nothing but really good things about it. The only person I heard that was said really good things about it, but I guess was like what you would call the worst thing said about it is Brandon Davis, and he's like visually, he's like this is something to feast on. Like visually, Matt Shackman is literally just like made it gorgeous and beautiful. Then he said like it's way more sci-fi than he expected, which was really good.
Okay.
And the he did say that though he said I wanted to love this, but I like it. He said it's good
Mm.
regardless. He's
Hmm.
like, but he wanted just a little bit more. Now,
Okay.
I have heard 12 other reviews, and this is not typical, but everybody's saying it is great. Like they
Yeah.
said, like there's nothing that they can actually pick and complain about it.
And I don't want to get too hyped up about it
Right?
and then be let down. So I'm just gonna keep my expectations where they're at and then just go
Yeah.
and see and
Right.
feel it out for myself. What I have less than a week now, so
Yeah.
um
It's just great to hear so many like positive things about it because usually it's mixed,
mhm.
right? With things.
Yeah.
I mean, even with Superman, it was mixed, even though it ended up being pretty good.
Yeah.
And this has been like overwhelmingly so. Yeah, it's hard not to get too hyped about it hearing those things, but I guess well we have 4 more days. Or I have 4 more days Thursday night. So
I'm going Saturday night
right,
after AD DJs, so
nice.
that's my
That's
plan.
exciting.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like a double whammy great thing in one day right
Oh
there.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a blast
yeah,
after the shit show of this week that's coming up.
yeah.
So
And we will be doing a standalone Fantastic Four review in
with
regards
spoils, yeah.
it with spoilers. Yeah, and then we'll do a spoiler free one included on next week's podcast. So.
Hmm. Yeah.
But Spider fans, brace yourselves. The final film just got delayed again. But could this mean something bigger, or is this just them not having their stuff together?
Um, I don't know. So I feel like they are just like fine tuning because it's not that big of a difference. It's literally what 20 days that they moved it back.
Now, this time.
Is June? Well, yeah, but is it okay? So this is like the fifth time that they moved it.
Yeah, it's just like it's like we're at a
And
full. I think we're at a full 3 year, 2 or 3 year delay now.
yeah, you know, yeah. And as
Yeah.
much as I would have loved to have it sooner rather than later, kind of like how I feel about like all the other movies that they delay is that if they're doing it for like a solid reason,
Hmm.
I'm happy for it. Like if they're
Yeah.
doing it for a
Yeah.
shitty reason, then like I'm like that is stupid. Like last week I was talking to you, or I put on the list kind of ish about like a video game that they moved back to the first of the year in 2026 because they didn't want to pay out the employees like $30 million.
Right.
That's a shitty reason.
That is shitty.
If this is like them saying that they're delaying it from June 4th to June 25th because they want to fine tune and get those details absolutely right, I think
Right.
they've done an absolutely phenomenal job with Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse movies,
Right.
and I would hate for it to end on a sour note.
Yeah, if it guarantees that consistent
So,
quality that we've received so far, let's be real, we're gonna wait, and it's gonna be worth it as long as they're able to land it just like they did the other two. So, and just knowing that this is gonna be the final movie to finish out the trilogy, it needs to be.
yeah,
So, and I think they know that.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah, and with how it went, because I've just rewatched them. yet again, right? Because
They're
I
that
stay
good.
watching these
They're that
movies.
solid. Yeah.
And I listened to the soundtrack like on my way to work for 2 different days, or on the way and then on the way back. I
Hmm.
listened to the soundtrack, and going from the first one, which is absolutely phenomenal movie, they somehow amped it up and made the second one, I think, better because it had more like attachment moments where
Right.
you were like, yeah, I feel things. I'm like, oh shit. And like I am on the edge of my seat, like ready to see what Morales does with like Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
ooh, what's gonna happen? Oh God, I
It
can't wait
definitely
for
leaves
this
you with your
movie.
mouth open, like, I mean, literally at the end.
Yeah,
I'm so ready for it.
yeah, yeah. I'm so excited. But 2027, so
Woo.
calm
Yep.
my expectations and
2
my
more years.
excitedness. I have a lot of other things to fill up my time. It's okay. I can wait. I can wait.
So Wonder Man just quietly kind of showed up in Disney's 2025 preview. We got a couple of real quick scenes. I think two or three quick
Hmm.
scenes from it that we
Yeah.
haven't seen, but not a lot of people are talking about this. I'm anxious to see if I think this is going to be a fun comedy. I really
Yeah.
do, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I got a feeling that them two's going to have a chemistry that we're absolutely going to love on screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I already like it from the previews that we have gotten thus far.
Hmm.
I'm excited to see a definite amount of episodes, run times, and names. And then actually like how they're gonna drop because we know it's dropping in December.
Right.
Um, and we know we have Stranger Things also dropping in December. So I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, look, I also know that it's like holiday season and I'm supposed to be spending time with my family and doing the things, but I also need to watch all
Hmm.
of these things. So,
That's when you tell your family, get on board. It's family bonding time. Stranger Things, Wonder Man, and
oh my God,
and then you can throw it out there. If you love me, you'll watch it with me.
if you love me. I'm sure that AD will willingly watch all of this stuff with me
Oh
because he's
yeah,
been watching everything with me. Um,
but I
so
mean, like even
yeah.
if you find yourself at a family get together, you gotta let them know what the priority is.
Yeah, no, they know. It's okay.
But it kind of wraps us up with Marvel. Let's jump into some DC, which everything this week starts out with James Gunn.
James Gunn, James Gunn. Dude, that was actually kind of hard to do. I almost tripped up on the last gun. I was like, James Gunn, James Gunn, James Gunn. Nope, it's still weird.
Before we jump in the first topic, let you know we do have our Superman spoiler-filled review out right now. So if you have not watched it, go watch it. Apparently, there's some controversial opinions, mainly of mine in there. I had people comment and give me a hard time because I didn't care for the Kents. So yeah,
Ooh,
either go agree with us or give us a hard time for what you disagree with us. Either way,
we would love to hear.
yeah.
Yeah, I love everybody's opinion, even
Oh,
if you're
I
wrong.
do
It's
too.
okay.
It cracks me up. Like you expect everybody to have opinions, right? And I think it's fun when people do have different opinions. But it
Yeah.
cracks me up how aggressive people get when your opinion is different.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah.
sad.
Oh no. Yeah. I mean, it's sad for them. I think it's hilarious that people act like that. So,
We
uh,
love everybody's opinions. Please tell us your opinions.
yes.
You know, yeah.
But James Gunn just dropped the first Supergirl poster right after Superman released, and it has given us some major attitude. I think this is hilarious.
Yeah, her like drinking the cup and defacing the look up to look out
Yeah.
is pretty cool. Like I like the slight nod that he did to the Instagram post that he like had this go
Hmm.
out on. We're actually 11 months away now. Yeah, because
Yeah, I
it's
think
in
so.
June of next year.
Right.
So it's getting closer and closer. Said what I said about Supergirl.
We shall
And
find out. Because
I
this
stand
kind of
by it.
leans towards what you're, I think, not wanting to lean towards. But I don't know. We
Yeah,
will find out.
I don't know. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
But I would say probably this next topic is what we're probably most excited to see in DC. But James Gunn
Yes.
says Clayface will be a full-on horror film. Is DC going to go
Let's
dark in all the
go.
right ways, especially after seeing the brightness of this last film, Superman?
Uh, I wouldn't say that this last film was like, yes, bright as in colors, but like it
hmm
had darker tones
It did.
to it.
It did, especially in the. I don't want to ruin spoiler
Yeah, no,
here,
it's toward like
especially
there
in
are
a
other
certain
parts.
dimension that we've seen.
Yes. Yeah. So, I am excited about that because Clayface, I
hmm
feel like should be a horror film, especially because if you think of like what Clayface
Yeah.
is, who he is, as a character, I think that, um, he has those features and it's kind of like, ooh,
Oh yeah.
um, so to know
I
that
am.
it's like an actual horror film, I am excited. September, 2026. That is what I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
that more than I am for Supergirl. Like you said,
I
it is
am.
something that I am looking
Yeah.
more forward to.
Well, and also like I'm so nervous, but yet so excited to find out what this Clayface is going to look like. Just knowing like what we know and what animation that this is being inspired from, I'm super
hmm
anxious and nervous. Like I said, just to see what the final uh, thing is going to look like. But
I can't wait for the first actual like poster to come out about this.
mm,
I'm hopefully okay, so I'm hoping in October,
hmm
like during Halloween time,
that would
that
make
we'll get
sense. That would
like
make sense.
our
A
first,
teaser poster.
yeah,
Yeah.
just a little teaser.
Do you think we'll actually get to see full blown what he looks like, or do you think it will like just show like some mush and clay dripping in the name? Because they're gonna like
Okay.
really lean into trying to like tease us with what he's gonna look like without showing us right off the bat.
So I 100%, as soon as you're like, we're gonna get the whole picture of him, and all I thought of, and this is super stupid. I'm sorry, but
No.
like having like a whole poster and it just being like his eyes like staring at you with like
Yeah.
goop like
Yeah.
running down, but it would just be like that. But like regardless, maybe it'd be like splotchy splotches of like his
Yeah.
clay
It
or
could be
whatever.
that. There's
Like,
so many things they could do. They could do that.
mm,
Or they could like almost like just have his arm, like a picture of his arm, like when he's walking, you only see his arm and clay dripping from his fingertips.
what if at the top it's something that he transformed into, and at the bottom it's still clay, like he's in the middle of a
Yeah.
transformation.
So you get to see the
Oh,
transformation of something he wouldn't typically look like, so that you
yes,
don't get to know yet. But yeah, I like that.
yes, yeah.
I like
Because
that.
then it shows you kind of like who Clayface is and that he transforms and he is, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I like that.
Mm.
Now I want that. Someone make me some AI, please.
But the Batman 2 script is done, as we know, and James Gunn says it is great.
hmm
So I'm
Yeah,
super.
uh he was at the Superman like one of the, I guess, premieres or whatever, and someone went
hmm
up to him and they're like, "So have you read the Batman like 2 script yet?" And he's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What can you say?" And he's like, "I can." And they're like, "If you could say anything, just say it." And he's like, "It's great." They just like walked away. And I was like, "All right, cool.
Gotta
Cool,
be
cool, cool,
careful.
cool,
Gotta be
cool."
careful with what you release.
Yeah. But I'm happy that he thinks it's great, which
Yeah.
means it probably actually does have some substance, actual
Yeah.
story to it.
Well, I mean, we would think too that like, as long as Matt Reeve took to write it, it's got to be surely it's got to be pretty great. Because I mean, he took some time, and the first one was pretty solid. I mean, it was really loved by a lot of people. So, and like just to know that you almost have to make sure it's of equal quality, if not maybe a step ahead of that. So,
Yeah. This is a Mephisto shirt, by the way.
a
If you were actually talking to me. Yes, it is. It is a Mephisto shirt.
but speaking of Batman stuff, James Gunn
Yes.
says he is very involved in Brave and the Bold. And
Yes.
we are still wondering who the secret writer is that he's been working so closely with.
Yes. Yes. All of the yes. Because this is where we're theoretically going to be actually getting um, our Batman for the
Yeah.
DCU, and I'm excited to see who it is, like how they have him portrayed,
Mm.
because we've seen so many different Batmen over the span of time. So I'm excited to see.
Yeah. Well, and also another thing
Yes.
that he was just asked at I think one of these red carpet premieres or whatever, Superman, was they asked me, they were like, "Hey, have you seen the fan casting for Alan Richardson?" And Alan Richardson has said that he would love to play Batman. And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I've seen it." He said, "And I absolutely love Alan Richardson." And he said, "I'm gonna leave it at that." And
Okay.
so, yeah, and like the silhouette of Batman that we've seen from Creature Commandos, which would be the Batman that's in this DC universe.
Mm.
Alan Rich, I mean, he was a buff, big old Batman. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do
I'm
you?
curious to see if he ended up casting him as Bruce Wayne Batman. I think he would be easily a good Batman like that. I would be more nervous of what kind of Bruce Wayne he would be, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you kind of do have your yin and yang on that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. I'm curious because I don't know if you remember, but in Cape Crusader or
Mm-hmm.
Cape,
Yeah.
yeah, isn't that what it was called? The one that was on Amazon?
Yeah, Batman Cape
Cape
Crusader.
Crusade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we had the outline of him as well. Just kind of like standing up there. And I
Yeah.
think like James Gunn kind of like mentioned that like he's like that's I mean it wasn't like Matt Reeves's or no, because it was what's his
No, you're
face's.
talking you're talking about Creature Commandos.
No, 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 no.
That's where we seen
I
the
remember that.
silhouette.
No, I remember
Ca-
that one, but also
Oh,
in Cape Crusader and on the Amazon one,
we seen
he was
Batman
standing
full
on top
blown.
of the.
Batman fought through every episode.
Mm,
Yeah, where you
okay.
stayed on top of the glass roof thing, and
Yeah, I guess
lightning
so.
and thunder went. That was in Creature Commandos.
Okay.
Yeah, Cape Crusader. We got Batman all through that in every episode,
Yeah.
which was
I
more
must be
styled
mixing up my
after
DC.
really had that '90s animated feel.
Yeah, and it was great.
Oh yeah, it was so great.
I'm excited to see if we get a second season of that, and then also Creature Commandos when we get a second season.
Yeah, it would be crazy to see Alan Richardson as a Batman, like how big he is. Like that'd be a scary as shit Batman. He would run across and drop in an alley. Like, oh man, the big old dude. But
Yeah.
kind of wraps us up with DC. Now we'll jump into this infinite list on Educated Wish.
Let's go.
So many great things, like so much information that dropped this past week. It's just insane on like the mixed cinema shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But move over, Samuel L. Jackson. Scarlett Johansson just became the highest grossing lead actor right after Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah.
Kudos to her.
And this is great because she is a phenomenal actor, right?
Hmm.
And I absolutely have loved her really in everything that she's done, and I think this is well deserved.
For sure.
And she had like that kind of thing with Disney when Black Widow released because she didn't get a lot of the royalties or kind of the income that they got because they put it on
Hmm.
streaming because COVID was happening. And like, do you think that this would have happened sooner if Black
If
Widow was like, if she did get like the what she was supposed to
right,
get, rather?
it's
Um,
possible.
yeah,
I think Black Widow mainly did suffer just because of that and the way they released it. I think it was completely unfair. Um, but I don't know. I'm just glad she's got it regardless. I mean, she's a very versatile actor. She's great. She puts in a lot of work and effort, so definitely deserving.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see what else she does
Yeah.
because she has a this isn't something that's on the list, but it was announced this week that she's directing a movie, and it's a movie on Eleanor Roosevelt, I think.
Oh, okay.
Eleanor the Great is what it's called. It's like it's her
Mm-hmm.
first documentary, like biopic or something like that. So I'm excited to see like her step into that role and how that goes.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if she still is or not, but I think she's still supposed to be kind of helming a Marvel project as a director or producer too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think
Um,
that we had seen that like on one of the written things, and that's as far as we got with that.
yeah. But F1 just became Apple's highest grossing theatrical film. And I am telling you, people, do not sleep on this movie. It is good. It is very very good. It's probably it is one of the best racing movies I've ever seen. And like I said before, they're very hit and miss, but this one is very good.
Yeah.
And there's even works that there might be a sequel to it, and this is completely rumor, right?
You're
There,
gonna call it F2?
well, no, no, I don't think that would work out. But the rumor is, and this is like I said, strictly rumor, bringing Tom Cruise into it with Brad Pitt, and them being old rivals. But Tom Cruise would be coming from his Days of Thunder racing movie way back in the day and tying it into F1.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how much truth is in this rumor, but I think that would actually be kind of cool because, like, if you watch the movie, you find out it's not just about F1 racing. Like, he's not just an F1 racer. So if you bring
Yeah.
in like Tom Cruise's Days of Thunder, which is a classic that a lot of people love, and bring that
Hmm.
story and tie it into F1, and then let them be like
Especially
two old,
because
yeah,
they're making a Days of Thunder 2, a
right.
sequel.
And like to me, if you actually collaborated and put those, they could be two sequels, or really a sequel for both stories.
Hmm.
It would make sense.
So now you're looking at like a trilogy kind of thing?
I don't know. I guess you would almost would
I
make
don't
it a
really
trilogy if
know.
you did that.
I haven't, I don't know anything about the story of F1,
Hmm.
and I've never seen, I was gonna
Days of
say Days of
Thunder.
Future Past, but yeah, Days of Thunder. I haven't seen either one or really know anything about either one. So I know that
Hmm.
they're both race car movies.
Yeah.
But so is Talladega Nights. So like that, I mean,
And,
that's
and
where my
and
brain
actually, they're
goes. Like
going to
I'm like,
tie in
all
Ricky
right,
Bobby with this, and all three of them are going to race together.
I don't know what to do with my
Yeah.
hands.
The car handle real good.
Oh
uh,
man.
but we got some great Naked Gun stuff. Liam
Oh man.
Neeson, Pamela Anderson, caution tape, and wet paint. Naked Gun is officially unhinged if it wasn't already from what we've seen from the first trailer. But
Dude, the little Entertainment Weekly, like of
it-
him of her
yeah.
like revving up Pamela Anderson revving up the motorcycle and like wind blowing in her hair, looking absolutely goddamn gorgeous. And then you have you have Liam Neeson just
Mhm.
you hear the squeaking of the tricycle and then you see him just like riding up next to her and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I got
Like,
that picture, and then I didn't get all of them, but I also got the
yeah,
caution tape one.
yeah. Ugh, man, I can't wait for this movie. God damn it. I hate that it's on August 1st that it comes out. Because there's no possible way for me to see it. But I am really excited to eventually see this movie.
Yeah, and I think they might have like everybody beat in the popcorn bucket game when it comes to hilarious and unhinged. But here is the popcorn bucket.
Beaver bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have this like beaver bucket, which is like I I want to rewatch all of the Naked Guns because
I,
apparently it's
I'm going
an
to.
homage to the first one, to the first Naked Gun. I can't
Hmm.
remember what the beaver was or had to do with it. Like maybe it was stuffed. I can't remember because I'm also getting wrongfully accused stuck in my head
Mm.
and yeah, there's like just oh man, I just love these movies. This is my sense of humor. So yeah, I have to rewatch all of them, but I am really happy with how all of this is going. Like
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
No,
It
for
was the
sure.
thing that I didn't know that I needed, and now I have that I am very happy that I have.
Do you think that they'll do this one and done, or you think they might try to run a trilogy out of this?
I'm hoping that they do a trilogy.
Hmm.
I
Well,
know because like they
there's nothing
did
wrong with
Naked
doing that
Gun
with
the
comedies. Yeah.
Naked Gun 33 and 3/4, and then Naked Gun 2.5, I think were like the other two. In the other order, it was Naked Gun 2.5, 3
Right.
3/4,
Yeah.
33 and 3/4. Like it was a really weird number that they had for it, but um yeah, if the first one is good and the way that it looks thus far,
Yeah.
especially with like seeing the trailer with Liam Neeson with the lollipop in his mouth, like being the little girl taking off the mask,
Yeah.
he's now this ginormous 6 foot whatever man. Um, hairy legs and all. I was like, this is gonna be great. I'm going to be crying when I watch this because I'm going to be laughing so much. Bless you.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. Thanks.
No problem.
Oh man, I think it's the first time I've sneezed on the podcast. I don't know
It
where that came
is.
from.
Here's the first.
I really tried fighting it, and there was no fighting it. It was coming. So,
It's a
uh,
bodily function. Just let it happen.
but Marvel, DC, and Star Wars skipped Hall H this year. But the Toxic Avenger just took center stage at SDCC.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people haven't been really like happy about the fact that like the big three, right?
Right.
Or I guess three, are, took like a sidestep. But I mean, like they're doing it for the right reasons because they want to be focusing on what they're doing, and they're like it wouldn't make any cost money wise, it wouldn't make any sense. I
Right.
mean, Marvel still is going to have their little things, but they're not going to have a Hall H
Right.
like presentation. And I know probably Spencer is like geeking out
Oh yeah.
about Toxie, coming out and everything. Um, so I look forward to seeing if he goes to San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know if he's one of their guests, but I'm sure that he'll get some like his friends from the set and Kevin Bacon, Elijah Wood, like all of them,
Right.
right? Peter Dinklage will take really interesting photos. So I can't wait. Can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, for sure. We need to get a back hold of him. He said he wanted to come back on and talk a lot more in depth about it. So, just not thought about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he said after the Toxic Avenger comes out that he wants to actually like talk about what
Yeah.
all like went into it and everything because it's
You
very
don't have to keep
quiet
it a
about it.
secret. Yes.
Yes. And so I guess that means that we have to go see it opening weekend so we
Oh
can go
yeah.
and talk to him about it. I mean,
Definitely
not
have
that I
to.
didn't want to anyway, because it looks absolutely unhinged and great as
It
well.
does. Hose is making a comeback 22 years later,
Dude.
and this time
Yeah.
it's completely gender swapped, actually.
hmm Yeah, so we talked about this before that
Mm-hmm.
Holes is coming out with the TV series that's going to be all females rather than the all men or boys that we see in the movie. But right now, we don't really know when that series is coming out, but the movie just all of a sudden had an up spike on Disney Plus that people are
Mm-hmm.
watching it a lot, and it's like jumped up in like the amount of viewership or whatever that it's ever had. I love that movie.
Oh god, yeah. I,
Um,
I remember reading the book like in school. We had to read the book or
yeah.
whatever, and then the movie came out. I think it was a few years later, and yeah, it's a classic. Like everybody loves that. I think story. I think if you don't like it, there's something wrong with you. So
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would just say that, like, it's because I know that
it's
it's
a
like
fun
our
story.
generation. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, no, the story's absolutely great, but for
yeah,
like the movie itself, I mean, the meme that keeps on giving is, "I'm tired of this, Grandpa."
yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's too
I think
damn
it.
bad.
I think it is such a solid story, though, even for the newer generation, which is why they're remaking it, and doing a gender swap, put their own little spin on it. I think just because it's still that great, because, like, even my son, who is 17, he loves that story in that movie. I mean, and that's two completely generations right there.
Yeah,
So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this turns out. So,
yeah, yeah, 100%.
but we finally have our first look at HBO's Harry Potter reboot, and
Yeah.
Nick Frost as Hagrid.
Yeah, we actually got a couple of photos. So you got the one with Harry Potter, and Hagrid on there. Nick Frost is absolutely killing it.
Hmm.
I think that he looks like an absolutely amazing
Mm-hmm.
Hagrid, and Harry Potter looks like the part that we're familiar with the movies, but just like de-aged, but like an actual
Right.
child, right? So it's not de-aging. Um, it's an actual kid. Um, what I think is really cool is that they built up the set for Hogwarts, and what they ended up actually doing as well is to keep the kids to be able to tape them like for the series and everything. They're actually making a school on set
Oh, that's
so that
cool.
they can still learn
Right.
because they're kids.
Right.
So I was like, that's really awesome that they care about the fact that yes, they're kids, but they're also actors, and
Right.
so you have that like need to make sure that they're still like getting their basic necessities
Oh
of
yeah.
childhood. Um, I mean, gosh, could you believe like being a kid on a set and
Like seeing
like
being.
that's your life?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Actually, I can't
Mm-mm.
imagine. It would be nice.
I don't
uh,
know. There's a lot of again yin and yang, right? So then
right.
you have like the people like the ones that have succeeded, and then you have the ones that kind of go through it, like
Right.
Lindsay Lohan and Macaulay Culkin, just to name
Right.
like a couple that were kids and went through it,
Right.
came
No,
out
for
on the other
sure.
side.
Yeah.
So
Thank God. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, so Megan 2.0 barely had time to blink in theaters, and now she's already ready to haunt your home screens.
yeah. After 3 weeks being in theaters, and it's already available for digital release. So I don't know. Like I think it really didn't do
No, what they were hoping.
well in theaters. But I mean, you gotta like like I keep saying, when you release with other movies that are like just absolutely
Right.
dominating the box office, it's kind of
Hard
hard.
to get those
'Cause
views.
yeah, 'cause this came
Yeah.
out pretty much at the same time as Ballerina, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And I mean, it's not that saying that Ballerina did absolutely amazing, but a lot of people were, I guess, looking more forward to Ballerina rather
Mm-hmm.
than Megan 2.0, or no, because Ballerina came out. I don't know. Anyway,
So
yeah,
it's crazy. I've heard even mixed reviews. I know it's been more heavily on negative about this because a lot of people are like, "Oh man, this is crazy. It's so far fetched off from one that you hear all the negative stuff." But like recently,
yeah.
the past 2 or 3 days, in some like Facebook groups and pages I've seen, I've literally seen people say that it's getting a lot of hate that don't deserve. I have people saying that it's actually better than the first one. And so,
Mm,
so once again, make your own judgment call by seeing it
yeah.
yourself. Like, don't go by these reviews or anything. And then if you can agree with
Hmm.
them after you watch it, then go agree with them. But
Yeah,
don't judge until you watch it yourself. I'm still going to see it. I
yeah,
literally almost went and seen it yesterday, but then I ended up backing out. So not because of the reviews, I just wasn't feeling getting out of the house. So
yeah. I'm swapping my schedule because I'm working weird hours. Like right now is my
hmm
dinner time, and I'm about to go to bed right after this. After I eat. And then so like I don't know, like I would love to have gone and seen this, but I have like the
hmm
movies that I needed to go see for the podcast and the ones that we wanted to
right.
talk about. But I do look forward to watching this because like AD and I watched the trailer and we did enjoy the first one and we thought it was ridiculous, right? Like you're like,
hmm
okay, I mean like yeah, it's cool, but at the same time like
right.
so I like that with the second one, they kind of like what we called steered into the skid. Like they just kind of are like, "Yep, this is really weird, so we're just gonna go right into it. Like where there is no turning back now.
Right.
Skirt."
Yeah.
So yeah,
Get ready to ride again. How to Train Your Dragon is officially available digitally,
yeah.
uh, which that was pretty quick too, but it's done really
Um,
well.
yeah. No, I think that they are like, all right, well, we got everything that we really wanted to out of theaters, and the people
Right.
that have kids at home,
Oh yeah.
like we can
Well,
safely be like, yeah, this is good
well,
now.
and it's more sales they're going to create, because it's not on streaming, but it's for
Mm-mm.
digital download, to purchase. So it's just that
Yeah.
much more money they can rack in. I mean, like you said, it's done already so well in theaters. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to do really good on this digital rollout. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Tron Ares just dropped its villain first look, and
Mm-hmm.
here we are.
Yeah. And they also had an official trailer that they had come out. So the guy
Mm-hmm.
that played
We get to see Jeff
Quicksilver?
Bridges.
Yeah, we did see Jeff Bridges
Yeah.
in the trailer. And dude, it looks good. Like I didn't think that Jared Leto or no, it's not is that Jared Leto?
Yeah,
No,
Jared
that's
Leto's
Aaron
in it.
Taylor. Yep.
No, no, Jared Leto's in it.
I'm right. I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
mixing
right.
the two actors. We're good. But like seeing Jared Leto play this role of the Tron bot dude,
Mm-hmm.
um, in the trailer, like it makes it look like, oh man, like this actually looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm getting excited for it because the visuals are pretty stunning too. I know a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh
people are
yeah.
trying to figure out how Jeff Bridges is back in this because he died in the last one.
Mm.
And I see a lot of people cracking jokes about his look, saying that he looks like Jor-El, Superman's dad, because he has that Brando look from
Mm.
like the first, Christopher Reeve, or whatever, Batman or
Yeah.
Batman Superman. Now who's getting mixed up now? Me. But yeah, yeah. Visually,
Yeah.
this is stunning. I'm anxious. I need to go back and rewatch the other ones, the other
Yeah.
two. So
Tron and Tron Legacy, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I've said on the podcast before, I absolutely have loved the soundtracks that they've put with them, and I
Hmm.
enjoy the movies. I like how it's kind of like gamey meets
Yeah.
movie, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So I really I like that.
So Kansas City is calling. Ted Lasso season 4 casting is underway.
Hmm.
And is there like a time or a date for this, or has it already happened? Because this is
No,
only a 5.5 hour drive for me. So I'm just saying.
no, I think that they are just like starting to get the casting calls out there. They
Hmm.
also kind of wanted to raise some awareness that um, like just be advised you're not supposed to really pay to do these kind of things. People are actually kind of scamming people right now
Oh well.
because people want to get into this Ted Lasso
Right. Yeah.
because it is a phenomenal show. So they just kind of were like, hey, yeah, we are doing it, but also just like make sure that um, you shouldn't be paying to do this. Also, Cameron, thank you for that.
Huh.
I
I didn't know
didn't
about
even
that.
know, I did not know about that either. So I will definitely have to check that out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was out. Let alone Elijah Wood being in it. Huh. So Sydney Sweeney might be the next Bond girl, but she's not the only name being whispered. There's also rumors that Tom Holland is in the running as the next Bond as well.
Um,
How you feel about this?
nah. Just nah.
I
I
love Tom
can,
Holland, but I don't want him as Bond.
yeah, no, we've seen him in Uncharted, and I think he is a great Spider-Man.
Hmm.
But I
Oh yeah,
don't think that he's the right fit for that manly like swagger that Bond has.
charisma. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
But like it's some roles are meant for some people and that role just I don't
yeah,
think is meant for him. I think that there are really other great um people that they can have play that and they those people are also up in the running for it.
yeah,
But as for like Sydney Sweeney, I feel like her name is just like on everything now these days.
yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if she ends up as the next Bond girl, just because I feel like they're oversaturating her. Just kind of, and I love Pedro Pascal, but I feel like they're oversaturating that man in too many things, like at one time as well.
Yeah, I
And
mean they're doing the same thing with not Ryan Gosling, but Glenn Powell.
oh yeah, Glen Powell. Yeah, them top
Yeah.
three right now, I think, are being thrown in everything that they accept. I seen a thing the other day says, "Someone please tell Pedro Pascal quit accepting every script that's handed to him."
Is he though? I mean,
Yeah,
nah.
have you actually like I've came across on streaming like and there's three I think two or three other movies that came out this year that he also is in that dropped this year on streaming. So like this year
Okay.
alone, I think he's going to end up being in between shows and movies. I think he's going to end up being in 7 different projects this year, dropping
Hmm.
in 1 year, 7.
Yeah. I mean, if he enjoys it and
Yeah,
like that's his like we podcast, and I don't know.
yeah.
If
I
they
don't know.
do well,
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
right,
Like
right.
if they're actually like good products.
If it's good casting and it fits the build, then that's okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like everybody's throwing scripts at them three people's way before they are anybody else right now.
Yeah.
Uh, but the Office spinoff, The Paper, finally has a release date, and Oscar
Hmm.
is back.
Yeah. So this is coming out September 4th, and they're dropping like 4 episodes at once, and then
Hmm.
like 2 episodes every Thursday after that. all the way up until I put down September 25th. So it's a total of 10 episodes. I'm literally watching The Office downstairs before I came up here to start like
Nice.
doing this. I absolutely love The Office.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited for this because it's a Peacock spinoff, and Peacock has been doing some pretty good stuff. Like I've
they
been
do.
enjoying the Peacock like series that have been coming out.
Poker Face is really
Um,
good. That Peacock has.
yeah. I actually haven't watched that one. I watch a lot of my murder mystery documentaries on
Yeah.
Peacock. Yeah.
Nice.
There's one on like Playboy murders,
Okay.
and there's another one called Snapped. And those are the
Oh
two that
yeah.
I'm back and forth on. So, and then Peacock also has The Office. So
Oh
the
yeah.
Superfan episodes. So I've been watching those again for like the third time. But like I'm excited to see how they fit Oscar into and into what's going on here, and if it's in the same place, and like what
Right.
all is happening. I can't wait to really see
Yeah,
more.
same here. I hear good things about it. Like in some of the original Office cast, they said that they really have a great new cast for the spinoff, and they're speaking pretty highly of it. And I just hope it really keeps. I don't expect it to be a mimic of The Office, but I really hope they kind of keep that essence that The Office
Hmm.
had. And if they can continue that essence and that comedy, to a certain point, then like
Yeah.
I'm here for it to continue on some more storytelling of that realm, I guess, of that
Oh,
world. Yeah.
yeah. That universe, if you will.
Yeah, that universe. There we go.
My Reed Richards universe.
But probably the most exciting drop for me is Stranger Things season 5 teaser just dropped, and the anticipation keeps building. There's so many cut scenes, like scene cut, scene cut, scene cut, scene cut to
Yeah.
this teaser, and I love because it doesn't. I love, but also like has me on the edge of my seat. It don't really tell you a whole lot about where the story is going to,
Hmm.
what's going to happen, but like every scene is just like, oh my god, this looks so good.
So I was watching the new Rockstars like breakdown
Yeah, I watched that
of
too.
of this trailer, and
Hmm.
they were saying that they really only like for this teaser they really only used the first couple of episodes, so you don't
Yeah.
really get to see what all is happening. Um, nope, there
Wow.
we go.
Oh
He
man.
is sneezy today.
Whew.
Um, but yeah, also, Jamie, I didn't tell you this, but if you want this shirt, New Rockstars, it's not a plug for them, but it's a plug for them because we love them here.
They have the best
Uh,
nerd shirts. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so 80% of my nerd shirts comes from them, just
yeah.
because they create it themselves. It's not like a
Hmm.
just random copy and paste on a shirt from the companies, and they're so creative and great. Like, to me, they have the best nerd merch.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that it's slowly starting to take over my nerd shirts too. So I'm really excited about getting more stuff like that. But yeah, they had said in their breakdown that it was only like the first couple of episodes.
Yeah, yeah, because like we know they're releasing this in 3 sections, and yeah, it because they don't want to like I guess give too much away what happens in that fourth episode of the end of the first section. Yeah,
Hmm.
so and just for the know, like I'm curious to find out. I quickly posted and quickly took down, by the way, in case anybody knows. Incorrect post of the titles and the run times, which was wild, and it makes me wonder, like when they do drop the run times, what we are going to get because we hear some of the actors say that every episode is going to be like a full runtime of a movie. Well, I think somebody got excited and decided to make a false post with AI, and it showed every episode was 2 hours or more,
No.
and I'm like, whoa,
No,
I
I think that their episodes
mm-hmm,
are going to be like that because we have the three episodes. We have December, we have Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Christmas
right,
Eve or New Year's Eve, sorry. As like the three episode drops. So
mm-hmm,
maybe for that, those are like your like all right, this clump 2 hours, this clump 2 hours, and then the last clump is actually only one.
I
So
don't
if that's 2 hours,
I don't know.
the 2 hour finale.
I think it's going to be longer than 2 hours on the sections, because remember the length of the last season, like how long some of them episodes were. There was 2 episodes that was like an hour and a half to 2 hours a piece,
Hmm.
and they're supposedly saying like every episode's going to be long, like almost like a full fledged movie on every episode individually. I don't know. We'll see. That's just what I can't remember who it was, but it's one of the cast that said that to
Hmm.
on an interview or something. But we
Okay.
actually don't know the runtimes, so yeah. But Link and Zelda have been cast, and the live action journey begins.
Yeah. So we talked about this a couple of episodes ago that this movie was set for a date. It was pushed back, and it's like all the way in like 2027. And
Mm.
people were like, "Why are you telling me that you're pushing it back?" Like, okay, cool, I guess. Like, but I know a lot of people like really are excited about this.
Yeah,
I'm not one of them. Zelda was never my video game experience.
right.
Um, I have seen a couple of plays, and my friend over at gaming and at Fox, Phoenix is what we call him, Eamon. He used to stream some Breath of the Wild on Switch, like the playing of that, and it looks very beautiful.
Hmm.
Give him that, but like it just wasn't my thing that I
Right.
would watch.
Yeah, growing up, like it was amongst other people, like friends that played it, and I have
Mm.
nothing against it. It just I don't know. I didn't play a lot of games growing up. I was more of a Super Mario Brothers. So yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with it, but I'll definitely see it when it comes out. So,
Yeah.
but My Little Pony's going live action. Are we ready for this Hasbro cinematic universe?
Uh, yeah, this is happening. I think that they're the same ones that they just came out with the Barbie movie and they had like all
Mm,
this success and they're like, you know what we need to do next? A Brony movie, My Little Pony.
yeah.
I guess. I don't know. That's just me and my thoughts thinking. I don't
It's
know. Because
Hasbro and
there are.
Amazon teaming up to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. That why live action? Like that's my question.
Yeah. Some like I mean, there's a lot of live
Why?
action stuff I get. This is one that I'm like interesting. Like this is gonna be. I don't even know why, but I feel like something like this going live action gives a greater chance for something to flop hard. If you.
I don't know. Like so Cameron is saying in the comments, there are a lot of bronies out there.
Yeah.
That is a very big thing. Um and I don't know if it's going to be more kid centric or if it's going to be more like I don't really know what we're going to get out of it.
Right.
I assume it's going to be more kid centric or maybe like a PG-13 maybe. Like
Oh Lord.
but I don't know because like you think of Minecraft.
Hmm.
What was the rating on that? Was it just PG?
Yeah, I
Or was
think
it
so.
PG-13?
I can't
I don't know.
remember. Let me see.
I don't know.
You got me
Somebody in the
wondering
comments
now.
help us out. But I don't know. I was just like
It's
that is a
PG.
thing that we are doing. It's PG. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, maybe they'll just go PG with this then. Then they'll give something for a little bit for everybody to look forward to. I'm not really sure. It like I said,
There's
it's
no
not
telling.
really it's not a Taylor thing.
Yeah. But something that I think we both love, or at least I don't think we've ever talked about this really.
We haven't.
Yeah, I absolutely love these movies.
I
But
do too.
Night at the Museum is getting a reboot, and it's with the original director back in the saddle, Sean Levy.
Yeah. So, this was something that I was just like, that's interesting that they're remaking it. They're saying that there's going to be a nice homage to Robin Williams because he
Mm-hmm.
has passed away since
Mm.
these have come out. And I don't know. I absolutely loved Owen Wilson in these as well.
Oh yeah, the cast is
Um,
great. Like all of the
yeah.
cast.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Ben Stiller plays the hell out of that role.
Rami Malek, he's in it too. He plays
Oh my God,
Pharaoh.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Uh,
It absolutely stacked, absolutely great. I didn't know that I wanted one of these, and I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
me
like
neither.
Sean
Because
Levy as a director, though.
yeah, the first and with knowing that he was the original director, I feel like they're going to do it right. They're not going to
Hmm.
do a disservice to it. I absolutely love the stone guy too. Uh
Yeah.
oh, dum dum, you better run,
Dum
run. Here
dum,
comes
give
that
me
tail
dum
of the
dum.
hun hun. Oh
Hmm.
man. But yeah, if you love the other guys and the nice guys, get ready for tough guys.
Yeah. So I was like, I was reading this and I was just like, wait, weren't they both in other guy movies? So you
Yeah.
have like the nice guy, or yeah, or it was a fall guy. No, it
Fall
was nice
guy.
guy, right?
He's in nice guys in the Fall Guy, right?
I don't remember. Anyway, I know that he
Yeah,
for
he's in
sure.
both. He's the Fall Guy and nice guy.
Well, now he's a tough guy. And I remember that like Owen Wilson, or not Owen Wilson, Owen Wilson's on my brain. But
Wow.
wow. Will Ferrell is in The Other Guys.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I
Him and Mark
I
Wahlberg.
also, yeah, I think that movie is hilarious. Also, The Rock is in that movie.
Jump for the bushes.
Very briefly, yes, aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this absolutely looks hilarious because it's supposed to be also an Amazon MGM
Hmm.
property, and it's going to be like an action comedy. So it's exactly what we would, I assume, want. I don't
Yeah.
know. Will Ferrell sometimes is hit or miss for me, but the fact that
Very hit
Ryan
and miss for
Gosling's
me.
also in it,
Yeah. Ryan Gosling's pretty solid. Will Ferrell's hit and
yeah,
miss, but I think this would be
yeah,
great. Amazon's been rolling out some good stuff too. So like, yeah, these streaming studios, man. Yeah.
so much
But
news.
so much. But Hopper's teaser trailer released, and
Yeah.
I did not watch this yet. So
Okay. So I was like, did Disney just make fun of Disney? Because in the trailer, um, they're explaining about how Hoppers becomes a thing. So they put a human brain into an animal, into the beaver brain.
oh,
Um,
I'm sorry, but is this a second trailer then? Because I've seen one trailer a few weeks back about this. I did
mm,
see a trailer of this, but it was
I
like
don't
a month and a
know.
half ago. I just not thought about
Okay.
that. Yeah,
All
I
right.
know exactly what this is. Sorry,
Okay. Yeah. So
light bulb
there's
came on in
there.
my head.
I said the word beaver, and you're like, oh yeah. Because like we had talked about, I think that when they announced it at D23, it was called Beavers
Hmm.
or something weird, and now
Oh
it's called
yeah,
Hoppers.
yeah,
Um, because we were like giggling about that.
yeah,
But now they put her brain, the human girl brain, into the animal, and they're like explaining the fact that, well, if you go around, you can listen to them and hear them talk, and they will talk to you because they think that you're one of them.
hmm.
And then she was like, oh, so it's like Avatar. And they're like, no, it's nothing like Avatar, but like Avatar, like the movie with the
Right.
green, the green people, the blue people, right? With like, what that's how they did it. They put their brain into
Hmm.
their avatar. So, it was really funny to see that. But this comes out March 6th, 2026. So, um, it's just a cute little Disney something for those of you
Yeah.
that have kids and want to go watch something like
It
that.
looks entertaining, and once again, it's original. So,
It is original.
um,
That it
but
is.
Mortal Kombat 2 trailer dropped, and fans are calling it uncaged perfection.
So there were two trailers that dropped.
Yep.
The first one was the Uncaged Fury, which was a Johnny Cage kind of like, it made it look like a Johnny Cage movie, but it was actually like for the Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It's everything you
It's
wanted it to
hilarious.
be.
Yeah.
And then the actual trailer for Mortal Kombat 2 came out the next day or a couple of days after that.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay. So I don't think I've ever actually watched Mortal Kombat 1, but now I'm gonna have to because I actually really do enjoy what this is looking like.
So I watched it, and I'm like, it's all right. Like it's one
Yeah,
of those movies.
that's
I'm
what
like,
I've heard.
I was like, I'll probably never watch it again.
Yeah.
is one of those like it's worth watching one time, and then I'll probably just never watch it again. And but
Mm,
the trailer for this looks like 1,000 times more like better than
hmm
the first one. So I'm
Yeah.
here for this, and I'm a huge Carl Urban fan. So
I mean, yeah, he's absolutely great. I can't wait to see him in the last season of The Boys when that finally comes out.
yeah, oi. But anyway, the Odyssey hits theaters, and we've been covering every bit of that as we can. But it comes out in 2026, but you can buy tickets now. The hype
Yeah,
is
and
real, and
so it's just for their IMAX showings that you can
right.
buy tickets for because the Odyssey, like you had talked about, and I later learned, is that it was filmed on IMAX specific cameras.
Hmm.
So to get like I guess those tickets going and people to kind of like know about it, they dropped the fact that you can buy tickets now for the Odyssey in IMAX. But I mean, like I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know what next week's gonna look like, more less
Right.
more than like next year. So that's not a me thing that I would be able to do. But I'm happy
So
for like those that have a stable
yeah,
life and can do that.
well, it's pretty crazy too. I read somewhere where there was like some scalpers that bought them all out, and now they are reselling them for $200 a piece.
Ooh, go to a different
Yeah,
theater. Don't do
yeah,
that. Mm-mm.
right. I was
That
like,
is
wow,
not supposed to be your
that
movie
is
going
crazy.
experience.
No,
Yeah,
well, it's bad enough you have to worry about that with music, live music, and now we have people attempting to start doing this with theaters. Man,
that's insane. That's absolutely insane.
yeah. But 28 years later, the Bone Temple is coming, and a new website just hinted that the trailer is almost here.
Yeah. Still haven't watched any of the 28 days, weeks,
Hmm.
years, and now they have this one coming out. I think it's interesting that like people were really excited about 28 years later, and it did get a lot of profit, but this is already coming out in January of next year, like super
Wow.
soon. Which makes you think they probably have a third something having like coming, right? Like,
Yeah.
because usually they don't just stop at two like that.
Right.
Usually it's like a trilogy. So I'm interested to
But
see
yeah,
what
because
the next thing is.
it kind of throws away that 28 years later maybe was the finishing of a trilogy when they have more stuff coming out. So now it's like, how many is there going to be? But that's
I don't
another
know.
one. I keep trying to go to the theater and see it. It just doesn't keep working out. But I actually really want to see this.
Yeah. I need to watch all of them and not 28. What is it? 28.
28 Days Later is on Prime, by the way. I started it the other night, but I fell asleep. And then
No, there's a
28
Sandra
weeks.
Bullock movie that everybody keeps on laughing about because it's somewhat similar in name and title
Oh,
to
really?
these ones. Yeah, but it's a rom-com or
Oh,
something
okay.
like that, and that's why
Huh.
everyone's like, I don't, because they're like, this is like the trilogy, and they're like, I don't get it, and it's like, because it's not. But yeah, anyway.
Netflix just greenlit live action Assassin's Creed. Can it finally break the game to screen curse? People hate on the movie, and maybe the movie's not that great. I never was. I played the game a couple of times, but I actually enjoyed the movie.
Hmm.
There's some things that are wrong about it that I don't realize, but just as somebody watching the movie and not knowing a lot about the game lore, I enjoyed the movie and wish there actually would have made it been a sequel. But just to know that they're going to attempt to do another live action again, I'm excited because like I said, I enjoyed the first movie, and just the idea of what it's about is fun.
Hmm. Yeah, so I did play some Assassin's Creed, like it came
Hmm.
with one of my consoles, so I was like, shoot, sure, I'll play it.
Right.
And I can't get into it. It's a sneaky boy activity, and I am not a
Yeah.
sneaky boy. I am that is not my style. So I stopped playing it. But I know that there is a very huge fan base out there that absolutely love these and get those giant boxes and um display them in their houses and stuff because it's their thing.
Yeah. I mean, they it has a hardcore fan base. I mean, that they
Hmm
absolutely am obsessed with it. But Invincible just got renewed for season 5, and season 4 hasn't even dropped yet. So,
Yeah, I know that um, you watched season
hmm,
3, and season 4 is supposed to release either middle or late 2026. There isn't an exact date yet, but it's supposed to be like around that time frame.
hmm.
But I think that they're on to something. The fact that they already renewed it because they're like,
Oh
yep,
yeah.
we already know that we
Well,
need to do this, and They did that with like a couple of other series too. I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah, we just thought it. Didn't we just hear about another one recently that did that? Like it hasn't even come out. Well, I know Daredevil was one, right? Season
Hmm.
two started filming when season one before season one dropped, or it got greenlit before season one even dropped, or something like that.
Yeah,
But
so yeah, because
yeah, I
they
don't know
as soon
how.
as it got done finished taping, they immediately started taping season two.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I've never read the comics of Invincible, but so I'm not sure how much story there is to keep telling. But they can keep coming out with seasons for me, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
But speaking of seasons that can keep coming out, and I love it, Dead City, The Walking Dead, is getting a third season because zombies just don't ever die.
This
Uh,
has production that's supposed to start in the fall.
hmm
I know nothing about this. This is all
I
you.
just finished watching the second season probably about a month ago.
Okay.
And once again, I mean, two characters that people love. Negan is the ultimate villain, like the most villain that people like love, but loved watching, seeing him on screen. And
Mm,
it's him and Maggie, and she is struggling to pretty much where the season two ended is she was struggling to get her son back and get his mind right because like he was like he kidnapped, and then this woman's like brainwashing him and telling him that the city can be reimagined and there's different things that needs to be done in a way of living,
mm,
and that Maggie's still struggling with realizing the hate that Negan from killing her husband, Glenn from season
mm,
5 in The Walking Dead. She's held onto that so hard, and it's really just kind of over, consumed her, that she did not realize how much of it is noticeable and how it's affected her life of raising her son, and how it just it's everything is that because she can't let it go, and she struggles with killing Negan at times because Negan has helped along the way sometimes as well, and Negan was imprisoned in a cell for 5-6 years, and
mm.
but yeah, it's good. It's still solid. So to date, none of them, even the spinoffs, have left me be like, I'm done with this. This isn't catching my attention anymore. Storytelling's still good. So
Okay.
unlike some zombie movies and TV shows, for me, everybody has their opinions, right? But The Last of Us is returning in 2027. But could this be the final chapter?
Yeah. HBO confirmed that season three officially is coming in 2027. But there are rumors that this is possibly the end of the series. I've heard that it's kind of different from where it's been going. So season two is going to be
Yeah.
completely different from season three. Like we
Well, because it
know.
starts from the villain per se, the next season will start from her perspective instead of us seeing it from like Ellie and Joe, and we can be kind of following their story, just like in the game. Apparently, in the game it swaps immediately to the person. I can't think of her name right now. Abby. It changes to her perspective, and then that's how you see it, and that's how next season's starting because they tease
Okay.
that at the very end of season two. It actually shows you from her perspective, and then it ends. So that's how it's going to be completely different.
Okay. Hmm.
But
Okay.
Taika Waititi is bringing Judge Dredd back with a script from the guy behind The Fall Guy. Speaking of The Fall Guy, so Judge Dredd is a movie with Carl Urban once again. That if you've not watched it, watch it. It's good. I wish. I hope it's not a reboot. I think it's going to be a reboot or whatever. I really would have preferred a sequel, but I absolutely love Judge Dredd.
Isn't Judge Dredd like an 80s movie?
Yeah, so Sylvester Stallone was the original Dredd. It happened, but the one with Carl Urban to me is the one that's really good.
Oh, okay. So they already did a reboot.
Yeah, Carl Urban
Oh,
was the
okay.
reboot, and
I
so
don't
yeah,
I don't know.
have you if you watch it, it's actually good.
I
And
haven't watched any of them.
the whole movie takes place in one building too. Like it's a multi-level building, and it's all about them trying to survive and get through the levels of the building. And like the judges, it's a post-apocalyptic, futuristic, type thing. And like the
Mm,
judges, like him, Dredd, they are the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good though, and I don't know, it would be nice for this to be a sequel. I think I read it's the reboot though, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything
Okay.
about this.
Yeah.
The first time I heard about it is when you told me about it, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh,
And so,
okay,
like, I collect the helmets. Judge Dredd helmet is actually one that I actually would love to have to add to my
hmm,
collection because it's pretty cool looking.
yeah." Would you want
But
anybody to actually sign it?
Carl Urban,
Okay,
definitely Carl Urban. I like Sylvester Stallone, but it would be Carl's autograph is who I'd be after first. It would be pretty
okay,
cool to have a helmet with both of them signature on there, though. I will say that.
yeah. And if this is a reboot, then all three.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Uh, so another thing, speaking of bring back it to life again from my childhood, Captain Planet is getting a live action revival, and yeah, this is real. This is not something I expected to see a live action reboot from, but
Hmm.
I'm interested to see where this is. So as a kid, and I was little, I absolutely loved this cartoon. But then we also know Don Cheadle is pretty famous for the parody clips of him dressed as Captain Planet. Is pretty funny. If you've not seen it, just Google Don Cheadle Captain Planet and watch some of these parody clips. It's hilarious.
Netflix is really this that gift that keeps on giving, apparently,
Yeah, for sure.
because they're the one that are making this, right? Or
Yeah, I think
hosting it.
so. I think it is Netflix. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
But another great trailer got us excited. Alien Earth dropped a second trailer, and it just keeps looking absolutely wild. And we see Timothy Oliphant uh, that's also in it now, so
Yeah.
it just keeps
Uh,
looking great.
it's intense, and I love it. August 12th. We are less than a month away.
Yes.
Very happy. Very happy about this.
Did we know how many episodes is in this yet? I can't remember.
I don't remember as well. I will
Yeah.
be honest. I do not know.
So like Alien Romulus was really good, right? But like with this, depending on how many episodes this is going to be, I'm super excited because it's going to be like even a longer movie, so we're going to get even more footage and scenes. But
Hmm.
it looks so intense and wild. I mean, from
Hmm.
the ship coming down and literally like crashing, and then the five species they talk about. I don't know the action scenes. It just looks so good. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the thing that like we were like, oh wait, what? The what? What?
Yeah,
Oh, oh. It's like, okay, we are getting so much like, and it was just like, okay, well, we know Romulus was a thing. I think they're making another movie eventually.
hmm,
And then all of a sudden they were like, hey, by the way, did you know that Alien Earth is a thing? And I was just like, I'm sorry, what?
yeah. And what's wild to
Uh,
me, it blows my mind from more scenes and more trailers we're seeing, is how the original rumors started out that this was not going to have xenomorphs in it, but was going to focus on androids and Earth
yeah,
before. And I'm like,
it has
they're
shown
definitely in this.
nothing but xenomorphs. Yeah, because when I first started talking about it, I was like, dude, did you know there's an alien Earth? And apparently it's not even supposed to have any aliens in it.
Yeah,
It's only supposed to be about the Wyland and like how they
yeah.
became Wyland this is the corporation. I'm sorry, I would totally butchered it. I'm not even trying at this point. But like I was upset or sad, and I was just like, but I mean, like it still could be cool, right?
Right.
And then the first thing that we see is just like the xenomorph's mouth around like the Earth. I was like, they trolled me. They trolled me hard.
But people can say what they want, about this film. But Lilo and Stitch is the first movie of 2025 to hit $1 billion.
Yeah,
So, I mean, there's a lot of people out there hating on it, but let me tell you, I enjoyed it. I think it's good, and obviously, numbers don't lie.
yeah, and I mean they are coming out with the second one. They're already
Yep,
like it's already in the works. Um, I'm excited to get for it to get to streaming so I can actually like
watch it.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm excited for it to come to streaming. So I'm ready to watch it again. So, it's just something about Stitch. I don't know. It's like what's not to love about Stitch. But Barbie is going animated, and it's by the team that's behind Minions.
Yeah. So we had the Barbie live action movie. Now we have a Barbie animated series that's coming out, and the photos that I had seen attached to this were kind of like more reminiscent, I guess, of like the 90s, like
Okay,
or
right.
like animated style.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So they've got. I did not even see that there's pictures released already of like what it is.
Well, I don't know if there's pictures released or if it was just like what the
Oh, like
article chose
yeah.
to,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
because you need to have some type of
Something.
visual for
Yeah.
anybody's eyes to go like, yes, this is what I am clicking today. If you don't have visuals, then they're like words, ew, reading,
Right.
ugh.
Yeah.
But
This is so true,
um,
actually.
yeah, I wish I was joking, but I might be one of those people sometimes. As I said, I saw a photo, I click.
Hmm,
So yeah. So that's what I saw, and I'm not even sure that's what it will look like.
sure. Right now, probably people are just using whatever image they can. They think that's clickable to just talk about it.
Hmm.
The Crystal Lake prequel has cast their Jason Voorhees and meet Callum Vinson. Here he
Yeah,
is.
so Friday the 13th prequel named Crystal Lake is
Mm-hmm.
we've been talking about it. The set is looking really good. We saw pictures of Jason's mom, and now we finally get Jason, and it's all coming together, as they would
It
say.
is. I'm excited for this. I'm
Yeah.
anxious
Yeah.
to see what this is like
Hmm. Yeah, because
because
that's
like
another
I
Peacock original.
yeah,
Like,
and I really and like Jason is known as a slasher film. It's like it's never been the greatest quality stuff, but it's a
hmm
cult slasher thing. But I think this is going to give a little bit of a different feel and vibes and spin of telling this backstory. So I'm anxious to see how this turns out.
yeah.
But the Purge 6 is officially in the works, and we might finally see the end game. Will we
Will
though?
we though? Oh man.
uh, well, we're
No,
both
I
on the
don't
same
think
page
so.
with that one.
I think that they have made so many purges, and it's a great like haunted house concept. At the when I went to Halloween Horror Nights one of the years, they had like a whole purge
Hmm.
area, so you had to like walk through it. It's very great for that.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's just like a part of me that's like, your doors are locked.
Yeah. Well,
Why
so
are you
here's
gonna go unlock your door to let somebody in on purge day?
I really enjoyed the first two.
Mm,
I think there's five, yeah, so there's five. I don't think I've even seen the last two. I fell behind. So I've seen the first two, really liked them. Seen the
mm,
third one, I was like, ah. And then I just haven't bothered to see the fourth and fifth one. But like, I enjoy the idea of the movie, but I'm like,
yeah,
my gosh, like six, like that's a lot. So I don't know. I feel like when you have that many of what the story is, it kind of waters down the excitement
yeah,
for it. I don't know, because
yeah,
there's only so many times you can tell the story with it being like extremely different. So
yeah. Like, oh, they're
we know
locked
what's
your
going to
doors.
happen, kind of.
They're
Yeah,
like,
doors
hide your
locked.
kids, hide
What
your
was
wife.
it? Doors locked. Is it 12 or 24 hours of free killing, free looting, whatever? I don't know.
I think it's 24.
24 hours, yeah. And it's like so you know the basis most of the time of this of 80% of the story. I don't know.
Yeah.
But from the twisted mind behind Willy's Wonderland, which Tay is a big fan of, Pig Hill is the next midnight horror hit.
Yeah. This so it looks really weird. But they have like, and you can see it on the photo that you just had up. You have the what is it? Asylum or mm, American Horror Story. Sorry,
Hmm.
brain is really hurting today. But American Horror Story, that's the type of lettering that they have for this. So
Hmm.
people are like trying to connect the dots, like, are these two connected?
Right.
Um, it is a slasher kind of like gory horror kind of looking thing. I'm interested because it's from the same people that made Willy's Wonderland and
And that's with Nicolas Cage,
uh,
right?
hmm yeah, and I don't even know if it was so much that I really enjoyed the movie or if I just really enjoyed Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage in that movie. Because,
Because it fit.
some, yeah, it really did. Because it was like Five Nights at Freddy
Hmm.
meets Nicolas Cage. Like, I don't
Right.
know like how else to say it. Um, and it came out before Five Nights at Freddy's came out. So I don't know. I'm excited for it because it's like something that's new and it's a horror film and I love horror films. Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the trailer. I need to watch it. I slacked a little bit today. There's a couple of things I didn't watch, but
No,
so
it's
forgive me.
okay.
But
No, you're
yeah.
absolutely
So,
fine.
so I do have a couple of honorable mentions that we didn't throw in the list.
Okay.
But so there is a series on Apple. Once again, it's called Stick. It is so good. Like the last episode comes out next
That's with
week.
Owen Wilson.
It's with Owen Wilson. He is
Yeah.
he it's
A
only one
golfer.
season. Yeah, he was a golfer, and like I'm not trying to get and spoil too much story, but he's not a golfer no more. So now he like is a coach for golfing or whatever at just store. I think
Hmm.
he gets fired or whatever, but then he finds this kid that's really good. But there's a whole story with that, and he decides to
Hmm.
take this kid and actually try to coach him and take him into pro golfing. But it's really good. It's funny, it's emotional, but it's worth watching. There's 9 episodes out. It's first season, and the last episode comes out next week, like I said. And yeah, definitely watch that if you haven't. It's fun. I love Owen Wilson too. But the cast is really good in this. So,
Yeah.
uh, then I don't know. I'm not saying we got to like dive into it or not, but I'm curious. Like, what was your thoughts on Opus with John Malkovich?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was so right after I watched it, I was like, I need to watch. We were having an A24 movie-thon.
yeah.
So like how I said that we would choose an actor and then we would watch only movies with them. We kind of had like an A24 slash like kind of movies that made you go like,
Mm-hmm.
what? So we watched Opus because we didn't know that's what the kind of movie night we were gonna have was until we
Yeah.
watched that movie, and then we're like, okay, cool. So then we watched The Menu, then we watched Blink twice, and then we watched The Witch, and then Hereditary and Midsummer.
Oh, Midsummer.
Yeah, we see. Okay, so like if you know anything about these movies and like they're all movies that you're like, okay,
WTF?
cool. Yeah. But I absolutely did really I enjoyed Opus. It was like a wow. Oh,
Yeah.
how did you feel about it?
No, I absolutely loved it. And to
Yeah.
me, I'm surprised there wasn't more talk about this because we there's plenty of shows and movies out there with people being out in the middle of nowhere and they having a cult following and stuff like that, like Midsummer. But
Yeah,
anyways,
there's a
I still
method
have
to my
PTSD
madness
from
why I
Midsummer.
watched
But
Midsummer and
yeah,
then Blink Twice are the two that
yeah.
I was just like these two go hand in hand with this movie.
But for
But
that,
the music in this movie,
yeah, well, to me, like this style of movie
amazing.
though, it was one of the best ones I think. So to me,
Mm,
it the way it started, the pacing, and the way it landed and finished off, it all worked.
yeah,
Like to me, it was flaw. I hate to say this, but I feel like it's a flawless, great movie. The way I mean, because the
yeah,
way they end and like how they're like, oh, this was all in plan type thing, and then it just ends. You're like, dang. But I enjoyed this. John Malkovich's acting was great. The it was wild. Some of the stuff. The music was. I found myself kind of like vibing to the music actually.
Edie and I were just like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, and
we
like
we
you
found
listen
it
to the
on
lyric.
Apple.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No, no, yeah, no, I found it on Apple Music and I
Yeah.
have it like downloaded to my library so I
Oh,
can like
it's a
listen to it.
legit. Oh,
It's
I
a
did not
legit.
know this. So like you
Get
listen
your
to
more
the word.
ready.
You listen to the words. And you're like, but like
Uh,
if you like don't dig too deep into the words, you're like, okay, I see why this guy was a '90s icon. But like when John Malkovich, he's this great actor. When he's like dancing, has him in that circle, and it just, I'm like, what? And I'm like, how are
yes.
people vibing with this? And besides, obviously, oh, I can't think of her name right now. She's from The Bear. I absolutely love her. Um, but the main reporter, who's the main star of this,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
she's from The Bear. But yeah. The cast was great. The creepy freakiness was great. The plot twist at the end was great. I
Yeah,
just absolutely loved Opus. Like you should not.
yeah.
I keep saying this. You should not sleep on it, but like really don't watch it.
If you
It's a good
if you like
psychological thriller.
if you like psychological thrillers, you took it
Yeah.
right out of what I was about to say. If you like those kind of movies, you will absolutely love this movie because it's an A24 psychological thriller. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Did you actually get to watch Jaws at 50?
Okay, I didn't. So I turned
Okay.
it on like at midnight 30, and
Mm,
I started watch. I watched probably the first 15, 20 minutes of it, and I really
yeah.
enjoyed it. I'm definitely gonna go back
Yeah.
and watch it, but then I fell asleep last night.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what was your
Yeah.
thoughts on it?
So, it's great. It's a great documentary. I didn't really know that Emily Blunt had so much of a connection with it until I
Mm-hmm.
watched this documentary because she was actually one of the people that they interviewed during it. Um, but then you get to see, and Steven Spielberg is like we talked about it, how he was going to be in it, and he talked about his trauma from it because like he straight up thought that this was going to be a movie that was going to flop and ruin his
Yeah,
entire everything. So he he had like actual PTSD from that. So,
little did he know this was gonna be the film that launched his career, because he had
but
only made
even
like three
after.
movies before that that were kind of known but not really known, and
Yeah, they were mostly screenplays. Like this was the first actual
yeah.
like movie that he had come out with, and
And they started right off
um
the bat 100 days behind production, 100 days late.
yeah, well, not right off the bat. It was like while they were in the
Or
middle of
okay,
it, they
they fell
realized
behind.
that taping in water takes longer than taping on land, and
Mm,
he goes all through that in this documentary.
yeah,
No, but like even after it was a success, like he still had so much trauma from that movie. It
hmm,
was incredible to see him be so raw about like how it made him feel.
right.
Um, and then I recommend that you finish it and anybody that likes documentaries, to kind of just get the behind the scenes kind of view of Jaws because it is that iconic um movie of the ocean.
It is. I mean, so
Um,
maybe it's to date still talked about, and people are still like dun 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 dun
yeah,
dun dun.
you know
I mean,
exactly
it's
like
yeah,
you hear those two notes and you know that's where your brain goes.
yeah.
Um, Absolutely amazingly done by John Williams.
But yeah, kind of wrap us up for the day. We are officially 1 year old. Happy birthday, Fundamentals. We just hit our year anniversary, so super exciting. And we'll be dropping later this week a special standalone deal, just kind of our personal journeys on what got us here, what led us here, and what we're looking forward to in the future. So be looking for that. I guess it could be our origin story to put out there to the world.
Yeah,
And
I don't know. We'll see. You'll
yeah,
see, because
maybe.
we don't even
Yeah,
know yet.
we don't either.
We're
We're
just
gonna wing
gonna.
it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's kind of. Yep, that's kind of how
There,
it
there,
is.
there is no outline. There's no talking outline. It's going to be raw, unfiltered, and whatever we think in the moment. So,
Yep,
yeah.
it's gonna be something.
But with that being said, we will catch everybody later.
Peace.